What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sexy Tesla News. What's up, everybody? I'm Joe, and you are in the Goodyear Lounge. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to be talking about a couple different topics, specifically what's transpired with Tesla over the last week. And there's one big topic I'm going to hit on for most of this video, and that is Waymo. Have you guys heard of Waymo? Well, I want to fill you in. Tesla has Waymo knowledge on autonomy. Real-world autonomous driving isn't something to snuff at. It's really difficult to get a car that's on the road that's actually driving itself. Even in a Tesla, you still have to have your hand on the wheel. You still have to pay attention because the car can make an error. The car can make a wrong turn. The car can hit a wall. You still got to pay attention. The only way to solve that necessity of attention from a human is to be able to solve the acuity of what a human does when they're behind the wheel. And conceptualizing that is very difficult. Way bigger brains than mine are trying to figure this shit out. I'm not one of them. But what I do understand is that it is extremely difficult to do. And really the only way to solve it is not on a closed course, but is in the real world, because the real world is where all of these different situations occur. You can't virtually put everything in a closed course that's going to happen in real society. It's just not going to happen. Let's do a really quick example here. Think about a Hot Wheel. And I don't know if you guys remember when you were kids, or maybe if you're kids, a Hot Wheel on the open carpet or on the open floor. Where's it going to go? You push it. Even if you push it straight, it might go left, it might go right. Hell, it might overturn. But once you put that Hot Wheel on the track, it's an awesome toy. Because now it knows exactly where to follow, right? It bounces off the sides and it goes all the loop-de-loops. It's a great toy. That's awesome on the closed course. But when you put it in the open world, it's not that great of a toy. You have to use your imagination on what you're going to bring in and where you're driving it. And that's difficult to solve in autonomy. Think about it. If you build a car for a closed course, it's going to excel at that closed course. It's going to be awesome. Because it's going to know what to do. It's going to know what to expect. Once you put it in the real world, or open world, how's it going to be able to solve all the issues that actually arise? And so this is where Waymo comes in. Waymo has been building a car on a closed course, trying to solve for autonomy. And just simple rationale, that doesn't seem to be the best methodology to build an autonomous vehicle or an autonomous platform. Just doesn't seem right. And so Waymo has come out over the last week, and their CEO has said that they don't view Tesla as competition. Waymo uses LiDAR technology to be able to feed its artificial intelligence so that it understands distances and depths. But in the real world, humans don't have fucking LiDAR. We can tell distance and depth with our own fucking eyeballs. They're attached to our fucking skulls. Let's conceptualize that for a moment. We have our own ability to perceive depth with vision. And that's what Tesla's trying to solve. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel. Look at us. We figured the shit out. We evolved. This is the shit we evolved. Eyeballs. We don't have LiDAR sensors coming out of our skulls telling us how fucking far away that wall is. No, we have depth perception. Tesla has recorded one accident for every 3.45 million miles driven. So, for 3.5 million miles, there's only one accident when autopilot's engaged in Q4 of 2020. That is remarkable versus the National Highway Safety Transportation. They register a crash, one crash in every 500,000 miles. Just think about that. That's a 3 million mile traveled difference. So there will be 7 crashes to Tesla's 1, and it's not even fully autonomous yet. And Waymo comes out and says that Tesla's not competition. Give credit where credit's due. Tesla's been able to achieve far more than what Waymo has in the same amount of time. And Waymo has only been actively seeking to build an autonomous platform. In that same amount of time, Tesla has built and is going to build what looks to be 6 factories around the world, and you guys are still working on autonomy. Those 6 factories around the world are going to produce over 1 million cars this year. You guys are still working on autonomy. Those 1 million cars that Tesla produces this year are all going to have some form or functionality of autonomous driving built into each and every one of them. And Waymo has only tried to build autonomy. So take a look around, pal. Tesla has done way more in the same amount of time than you guys have even attempted to do. Get a dose of reality, buddy. Don't just keep patting yourself on the back. You're clearly in second place. And guess what? Where I'm from, second place is the first fucking loser. Electric cars are the future. And maybe they're not going to be 100% of the future, right? We're probably still going to have some internal combustion engines. We're going to have electric cars. We're going to have hydrogen power cars. We're going to have, VTOLs. We're going to have a whole bunch of different modes of transportation to the future. But the one thing that is going to be constant, most likely, is that there's going to be autonomy. The ability for a human, who makes errors, to get behind the wheel of any of these forms of mobility, most likely is going to go away. Autonomy will be solved in the next 5 to 10 years. Whether it be Waymo, whether it be Tesla, whether it be Lucid, there's going to be an autonomous platform that takes the place of a human driver. And so let's think about that. That's going to be a really incremental change for humanity. Tesla is at the forefront of that change. They may not be the end-all be-all of autonomy into the future, but they're the ones who are pushing the way. The reason why there's a path that's paved is because of Tesla. And for Waymo to come out and say that they're not competition is just flat wrong. Alright, everybody. Leave a comment down below about what you believe the best thing into the future about autonomy is going to be. You excited to just sit there behind the wheel while you're getting commuted to work? Or are you excited to take a long road trip, across the country without having to touch a steering wheel? Let me know down below. Alright, everybody. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell to be notified whenever we come out with a new video. I really appreciate everybody coming and joining in today. But one thing to take away from this is that Tesla has way more knowledge than Waymo does on autonomy. And if you stick around this long, I really appreciate everybody. I know these videos can get long and possibly boring. Leave a comment down below of what you want to see more of. Really appreciate it, and look forward to speaking with you again soon.